Welcome to Lounge TV. I'm Larry, and that there's Tom.
Yep.
And I am painting the living room. I am almost done. I have one wall to go over there. But I wanted to show you guys. Look at that. That's where that crack was. Up there. You can't even see.
Yeah, they did really well with that one.
Yeah. What's that supposed to mean?
I mean, the other one's kind of really... Are you doing okay? You sound a little nasally.
I'm sick again.
You're sick again?
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, that crack, it's just a terrible spackling job that I did. Oh well. A lot of times you can't see it until the light shines a certain way, you know? And right now the light's right there shining this way. You know?
Well, yeah.
But yeah, so I want to show you guys how I'm going to be doing this. As you can see, I did this, and as you take a look at the top, how I cut it in and everything.
Oh yeah, you did. I
don't use an edger. I use a brush, and I'm just meticulous with it like that and everything. So I do that at the top, all around the trim and everything. I did the hardest wall was this one, and then
that makes sense. I mean,
this one would have been the second hardest, but that's just the biggest. And you can see the terrible spackling job on that. You know, yeah.
Well.
Yeah, who cares? Right? Who cares?
That's why we have wall decorations.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so this last wall over here it shouldn't be a problem at all, but I have to put a second coat over there. That doesn't have a second coat. I had to put a second coat on these. I'm going to put a second coat on that. So what I'll do is I'll cut it all in.
Well, you say had to. Didn't you say that you should be putting 2 coats on walls anyway?
You should, because inevitably what happens is you can like see little spots where the wall underneath is shining through, you know?
Okay.
And usually it's only when the light shines certain ways. Like you can't really tell over there that there's any place, but...
no, I can't.
Yeah, so I have to... like I said, I have to go over there. I'm going to put a second coat on it anyway because I'm not going to bother checking it all out for that.
Ugh.
Excuse me.
You are sick.
Yeah. So, right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the paint out. That's my paint opener. I'm going to get the paint out, and then I'm going to go over there. I know there was a spot over there right in the corner that I had to do because that's what I do with the brush. And then I have to cut that in, and then we'll get to the rolling part. And so we'll turn it back on when I get to actually cutting the paint in and everything. Oh, and for you guys that want to know what color this is, because sometimes it's funny, it looks blue sometimes, doesn't it?
A little bit.
And sometimes it looks, I know yesterday the light was coming in a certain way, and it looked green. Like a greenish tint to it. Not green, but a greenish tint to it. So it's like, all right, so... it looks a little bit different. It is a gray, and it is called, if I remember correctly, I think it's called, let me get the paint shift. It's called Vessel Gray.
Vessel Gray.
Yeah, and there's, I don't know if you can, here's the back of it right there.
Definitely says Vessel Gray.
Yeah, and it's, we got it from Lowe's, if anybody's interested in the color of it at all.
Are you sure you should be painting? You sound like worn out.
I am worn out. I'm very tired, but I want to get this thing done so I can clean up all this stuff and be done with this. And then that'll be the next room, but that's not right away. Yeah, so let me get to opening the paint and get this thing so I can get done it. Okay, so this is what I use, guys. I use a little 2-inch brush like this, and I use a old Ziploc container like. And then I just use a brush like this. Well, I can see I have to already touch this up. Especially the corners, because when you use a brush, it really thins out the paint when you go to put, ooh, a little dizzy right there. Do you see me? Almost went off.
Oh, that's not good.
No.
Are you really sure you should be painting then?
Yes, I'm sure.
You haven't been getting too many fumes?
No.
A couple of the sickness makes you
Alright, don't talk to me while I'm doing this. So I put a little bit of paint on there. I don't load my brush up. And I always touch below the ceiling first. And then I just take my paintbrush and go along the edge like this till the paint wears out, or thins out. Then I go like this. This is how I cut it in.
Well, I mean, hey, it's worked so far.
Yeah, you do it slow and steady. It always helps you if you have good lighting in your room, which we do not. We have very bad lighting in here.
Yeah, this room's always been
yeah.
weird when it comes to light.
So then we decided we paint it dark. Right?
I mean, if anything, it makes everything else in the room seem brighter in comparison.
That's true. So this is, seems like it's, you know, I've used edgers before that are made for this. I hated them. They have little wheels on them. And what always happens with those little wheels, they get paint on them. And then the next thing you know, you got paint all over your ceiling. On your white ceiling. Okay, so that's what I do. I go all the way down there. Now when I go with the roller, I'll go like this way, same thing down here. And so it covers most of that. And then on the bottom, I'll be doing the same thing. Here I don't have to worry about too much if I got it on the wood, because you wouldn't see it anyway. Get it? You wouldn't see it. I still got jokes, even when I'm not feeling that well. But yeah, so I'm gonna go along like this. I'm gonna finish this up. Gotta go all the way down there. I do the high parts first. When I come here, I'll stop like right about here, so I can do the rest there. I'll get down to that corner, then I do the floor, which is a little bit of pain in the neck because when you're old like me, you gotta get on the floor. It's not too easy to get back up. But yeah, so this is how I do it. People have their own methods. That's fine. You do it the way that you're most comfortable with. But yeah, slow and steady always wins the race, guys. So we'll turn it back on when I get this done. Okay, guys, I'm done cutting it in right now.
You really do seem tired.
Yeah, I am tired. I haven't been sleeping very well either, because I wake up congested, you know? You know that thing, like, you're congested on one side, and then you get tired of breathing out of one nostril, so you go over to this side, then it runs over to that side, but it gets to the middle, and it's like, oh, if I could just find that sweet spot and you try to get your head straight, and it goes all right back.
Yeah.
That's what it's like. Yeah, so I cut that in. Remember I said I had to do a second coat on there of the roller. However, the way I want to do it is I want to put this whole coat on first with the roller, then roll that. By the time I get done rolling that, this one should be pretty close to dry, so I can put the second coat on this one. Gotcha. And then I am completely done.
Nice.
Well, it didn't take me that long really to cut it in.
Not really.
I think I did a pretty good job. What do you think?
Well, I don't see any like obvious mistakes.
Good. And don't look for them either. Got it?
Well, now I want to look for them.
Alright, so I have my stuff over here. I'm gonna be real careful. I don't have everything covered up. I don't want it to splatter on. This is the roller that I just got. This actually pivots whichever way you want it. And it's a splatter proof. So when I load it up with the paint, if I hold it like this, it's going to go inside this little area right here instead of dripping onto the floor.
Okay.
So let me get some paint on it. And this is a paint liner, guys. See how this just sets inside the tray? So yep. I just throw the liner away afterwards. I don't have to clean it all out and everything. Makes life a lot easier. Alright, so I'm going to start over here.
That makes sense.
And then this is going to go this way, because this is where I was saying how I get it up close to the edge without really scraping the wood or anything.
Now, do you like need to like exert a pressure on it, or?
Yeah, I put pressure, but not too much because you want it to be on the thicker side, you know.
Okay.
You don't want to spread it too thin. Like so, and like I said, you're gonna have to put a second coat on this anyway, because inevitably you'll find little spots.
Yeah.
And now I gotta go over here and get this a little bit closer to this corner right here, and like this. All right. And now I can just go down, continue this. What I like to do is I like to do the top half, and then get rid of the chair, and then just do the rest of it.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I'm glad that you think things make sense, Tom.
Well,
that's your go-to phrase, isn't it? You know how like I have mine?
Well, yeah.
It's like, yeah, that makes sense. Then again, if it didn't, Tom would be the first one to say that doesn't make any sense.
Right, and then I question it, and then you tell me to be quiet because you don't like that I thought about something more than you did.
You know, you're looking a little too white today. Maybe you should color it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Gray?
Like a little paint on you.
No.
All right, so yeah, gray would just make you look like death, right?
Yeah, really.
Okay, so you load it up. I like to do the X factor, and then I just go straight. And again, up here, gotta go like this. And then make sure that you're getting it kind of even. There's all kinds of imperfections in our walls anyway. You know, it's funny because I'll go in anybody's house and I'll see imperfections in the wallboard. Nail holes, seams, all that stuff. And then these are professional builders that do that. So I don't feel bad about when I do something and it's not quite perfect, you know?
Right.
Yeah, so I'm going to continue to do this. Go across there, then do down here, get all the way down to the bottom. And then I will be putting the second coat on that, which is real easy. I don't even have to go like up close to the edges and everything on that one because I already did that. And we'll show you when it's completely done.
All right. Man, you look tired.
I'm beat.
Maybe
Nah,
that's
not
it.
that bad. No, I am really tired. My back hurts.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I am done, guys. Completely. 2 coats on that. 2 coats on that. Put the furniture back. Can't put it back all the way because you don't want to touch the paint because it takes a while for it to cure. So, but this couch will be going whenever our other couch comes in.
Eventually.
Yeah, nothing like 4 to 8 weeks. Yeah, so everything is done, and now it's time to relax. The ball game's on. So put your feet up and relax. Grab yourself something cold to drink. Hold it. Grab yourself something cold to drink. Put your feet up, relax. I'll meet you at the lounge as soon as I get better.
Yeah, stop being sick.
Yeah. Tell Joe that.